September 23rd, year 2020, painted all wrong, where humans are at 100% failure. I was just listening to Bruce Springsteen about can't sit around getting older. This gun's for hire, even if we're dancing in the dark. You can't start a fire unless you have a spark. S-P-A-R-K. That's what I was. I was a spark. I was a light of inspiration when I was young. Goddess Nyx. Goddessnyx. We at 4. We're doing 4-letter words and security advisor work. Now here's the deal. I was advising humans to get my life in order and to bond with them in quiet, secret order and law enforcement places that swore allegiance to me and to protect me and my equipment and my journey here. As long as I protected them, they were. Here's the thing about the sacred fraternal order: they can make anything happen. It's magic where they are. So now, for my service at 4, talking on the phone, the only thing I ever wanted was to be able to be picked up by them and my what I used to call Prince Charming, the man that I've been betrothed to, immediately, early, and not have to spend any time with Linda and Lou. The order couldn't even get that right for me. They're capable of waving a magic wand and making anything happen. And they took the answers, they ran off, and they didn't do a fucking thing for me. I still don't have my betrothed. Now, Judy, they asked for your lunch lady help with your niece, and how helpful she is now and in the future, and based on how she was born in the sacred fraternal order. What would your one wish be, or what can we do for you as payment and kindness and thanks for service to country and leadership and the next gen? They didn't even know what to ask for. Judy and Bob got jobs at the local church and lived a very poor, P-O-O-R life. Still driving a Harley and a Chevelle. Judy upgraded to some orange Ford truck, but they still lived in an 800 square foot house they bought when they first got married, and they don't have oodles of money or vacations and things. And I never got my Prince Charming. Now, here's the thing. In other places, they're like, yeah, well, confidential informants, we take the information, and if it pans out and it turns to gold, then we pay you. I'm the one that's in charge of what's right and wrong, and in the truth. I hold all the answers for which you seek. That's my position. So, if you're bad at your job, chasing a fucking lead, which clearly you are, why am I being punished for your poor ability to perform? I didn't say I was going to be poor forever. I didn't start out of the kindness of my heart at age 4, talking and making a bond with people, so this way they knew to send him to come pick me up immediately and not to let me hang out on the Fidelis. I didn't want to wake up every day fucking poor like the rest of the fucking cesspool and sewage genetics, which was then in turn going to break the world even more. That's the back end of that story. And I'm not waiting 40 fucking years to prove I'm fucking right and you're really fucking bad at your jobs, guys. But here we are. So you have done absolutely fucking nothing. I wasn't able to bring Alex and my kids on vacation. I brought them on the shittiest fucking vacay and early in life, and then I had to worry that I couldn't pay the mortgage and keep the lights on and feed them when I got home. Nobody's given me a leg up, a hand up, a help out. Fucking, you have done nothing. And it shows. So, yesterday on September 22nd, I was driving between my video, the time on the video for the Islamic Center and the NSA camera hanging on Stop and Shop in Hillside Avenue, New Hyde Park location with Chase across the street. Where does jurisdiction fall for NSA level pull to make sure that my fish out of water video stays in my sacred whatever account? Between that video and when I got back and I plugged my phone in because my phone went dead, that's on the back end of my metadata. There was a song on the radio, this kind of radio. It was Bruce Springsteen, USA. Now, I was listening to it, enjoying it, driving down Route 25B, and all of a sudden, it's staticked, which happens to me a lot in this gamma field, and the Korean came through on the back end, like Bruce Springsteen's in the front and Korean coming through, white noise in the back, and I'm like, what the fuck? And then I got some Islamic terrorist next to me in a green, like souped up, like fucking, I don't know, go-kart looking thing, like if he was in the Boy Scouts and like go-karts, right? But it had Arabic writing and a picture of someone I don't have any idea, some holy whatever, and it was like a Kelly green color, and he was next to me and he had a hospital bracelet on. I was like, wow, that's crazy. Scratch CDs all over the fucking place. And so when Bruce Springsteen, Born in the USA, and that pulling up next to me, which was not Born in the USA, I also had the windows down. Holy halal. Have you ever had halal in the summertime at lunchtime? Oh my God, that is not American. No, it's not. That is not. I don't even think that anybody in Iowa knows what halal is or what it smells like. Oh my God. Right, that's what was wafting in the windows because I don't have enough money for gas to put the windows up and put the air conditioning on in my motor, and I don't have enough money to fix my motor, but whatever, we're not going there for the moment, in the Mini Cooper. So, it really stunk. It was 3 p.m., around 3 p.m.-ish. Oh my God, it was horrible. And then I get through the light, and they say that the Bruce Springsteen USA, it was on a special, like, shout-out to New Rochelle, Newrochlele, and Plainview, Plainview. Oh, my God, I was born in Plainview. Oyster Bay, town of Oyster Bay. Oh, my God, don't they get pearls out of Oyster Bay? Yeah, I'm the peasant, the Johannes Vermeer, very famous painting of the girl in the pearl earring. Yeah, that's me, born in Plainview, which is a pun on plain sight, but it's true, in a hospital, forgotten completely about by, like, anything important. All right, so then I heard on the radio, but a couple of weeks back when I was going to Bay Terrace, that the VMAs are going to have an awards ceremony with a lot of unknown, like, they're not really popular, but the VMAs are going to have, like, a comeback on unknown whatever they are in celebrity talk. I don't know what the fuck that means in like translation. I have no idea. Let's see. So New Rochelle, Bruce Springsteen, Born in the USA. The Yellow Man was actually coming through on static, and it was tied to New Rochelle and Plainview. As I was driving through the halal market at 3 p.m. with the windows down and Crazy next to me. He was not. That is not American. I'm sorry. Not when I woke up. All right. So, in 1978, no less. In the state of New York. Let's think about this. All right. So, that was... And then there was one other thing on that patch of... the radio shout out. Oh, right. And then I never saw the movie Toy Story 4, But I heard that the estate, ESTATE of Disney, DISNEY, is suing whatever, because there is a legacy character, LEGACY character in the movie, that was not recognized properly. I believe that has to do with what's going on with me at the moment. I never saw I saw Toy Story 1 and 2 and 3 with the boys. I never saw 4. But again, the reality of what you guys do on the inner circle and how you fucked my life up plays out in manifestation at surface level all over the fucking place, and it's bloody fucking obvious. Let's think about this. Yeah, so that's the shout out as to what's going on in the atmospheric conditions around my body machina while I wait for one cock that I was born for, as is one cunt, to have one clock together, as I'm the Soviet, he's the Nazi, and together we're the Holy Romance Empire. And actually, yeah, he's the size of a Vlad. I'm the size of a Soviet, he's the size of a Vlad. And he's got a Nazi nose, as do I. A Nazi eye, as do I. And together we're the Holy Romance Empire, since not everybody likes Romans, which I'm fine with. Whatever.